I'm not a huge fan of email as a primary means of communication, but I understand that lots and lots of people are and use it that way. And so if it's going to be a thing, you may as well be effective with it. So here's a couple tips to improve your effectiveness with email. And the first is say the most important thing first. Throw out this kind of essay composition style that you might have learned in school where you've got an introduction and then a couple of paragraphs of explanation and support and then a conclusion at the end. Hey, you need to get your conclusion at the beginning. You got to say, "Hi, Bob. Are you available for a meeting Thursday at 11?" And then you can start going into, and we'll talk about this, and I want to explain this, and maybe you're interested in blah, 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 whatever else. Second most important thing, third most important thing, fourth most important thing. Assume they're not going to read the whole thing. And if you put your biggest, most important thing, like, "Hey, are you available to meet with me?" At the end, they're probably not even going to get there. In fact, I would put it in the subject line. Subject, "Are you available Thursday at 11?" And then, "Hi, Bob, are you available Thursday at 11?" And then you can start explaining what you want. It gets their attention. It gets your ask out there early. And if you assume they're not reading any further, you want your most important thing to be the one thing they do read. And then the next most important thing to be the next thing they read, and so on. So whenever they quit, they've seen the most important things before they quit reading. So that's tip one. Get your most important thing in there first. The second one is recognizing that people are probably reading your email on a smartphone that has a smaller screen than their laptop or their computer. You want to make it visually appealing and inviting, not overwhelming. So take a cue from the newspapers, not, again, from your grammar school composition study where you've got 3 or 4 sentences in each paragraph. You want one sentence paragraphs, just like the newspaper. One sentence with a space between it and another one sentence. It just makes it a little bit more readable and not so overwhelming. If somebody pops open their cell phone and they see this wall of text, they're probably going to just go, "Whoa, that's too much. That's overwhelming. Next, delete, whatever." You want it to be a single sentence that they can make sense of with some space, some white space around it, and another single sentence they can make sense of. Give them room to absorb your message and not feel overwhelmed. So get your most important thing in there early and give them some white space to make it readable, and that'll help make your emails a lot more effective.